Hello and welcome to the YDSC, the Youth Drone Sports, for another fun-filled Thursday night of the Soaring Sim Series, race number 3, 2023. Once again, I am your host, Brian Sourman, aka Sour Power, with the Youth Drone Sports. In the production booth today is Shy Dragon with Dragon's Eye Media. We are sponsored by NCAD, the National Center for Autonomous Technologies, and we are powered by LegoS. Tonight we have a fun-filled event for you. We are going to be running these pilots as a pilot of the hill. It is going to be ran until the first pilot gets 3 last places. Then that pilot will be knocked out, and they do not have to be in a row. Then we will reset and we will go again until we have 1 pilot standing. Today, our pilots are from Highland Park, Boomer. Then we have from St. Thomas, we have Broth. From St. Cloud State, we have Cyrus. From CEC out in Colorado, we have yourself number 1. And from the Tiny Turbines, we have Squirkit. All right, pilots. We are just getting into this. As we do, no need to continue to talk on and on. These are 65mm 1S drones. The 65mm is from prop to prop. They are palm size. If you are looking to fly, go to fly.youthdronesports.org. Go ahead and create a free account. Click on the Discord link, and you can get started. All right, pilots, here we go. Enough with the talk with advertising. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Race number 1. And we're off. Broth with the whole shot. Squirkit overtakes Broth. We got Broth, Squirkit, Boomer, and Cyrus, and yourself number 1. They are all piled up behind each other right now. Boomer in first, followed by Broth. Squirkit, yourself number 1 overtakes Cyrus. As they're coming through, you can see the yellow and blue just flash as Boomer and Broth are trying to battle. This is 3 laps. We are going 3 laps on this course. Broth overtakes. Boomer has a little bit of issue. Boomer overtakes second off of Squirkit, so we got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit. Now yourself number 1 and Cyrus. As come around on lap number 3, we're having a little bit of issues getting re-warmed back up. We got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit, yourself number 1. Broth with only a few gates to go. Broth finishes out in the 1 spot. We got Boomer in second. Squirkit comes in at 3rd. Yourself number 1 and Cyrus battling side by side. Only a few gates, and yourself number 1 takes the 4th spot, putting Cyrus this time in the 5th spot. Remember, anything can change. First pilot to 3 losses, and they will be knocked out. But they can stick around for our fun event afterwards. We will live stream that as well. All right, pilots. Here we go. Race number 2. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Broth with a whole shot followed by Squirkit, Boomer. Boomer overtakes second, so we got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit, Cyrus, yourself number 1. Cyrus is trying not to get another last place, trying to keep the rest of the pilots at bay. We got Boomer in first right now, overtaking Broff. Oh, Boomer goes down. Broff overtakes. So does Squirkit. Squirkit had first there for a second. We got Broff, Squirkit, Cyrus, Boomer. Boomer overtakes Cyrus now, and yourself number 1 in the P5 spot. Here they come around. They are all on lap number 2. As we have Broff and P1 on lap number 3. Boomer coming up on lap number 3 in the P2 spot. Squirkit on lap number 3 in the 3rd spot, followed by Cyrus on lap number 3, and yourself number 1 having a little bit of fumble up this time. Broff taking the 1 spot away again. Broff P1. And we're keeping it nice and smooth to take the P2. Squirkit right behind in P3. Cyrus taking the 4th spot this time. That will put yourself number 1 in the P5 spot. While you're watching, go ahead and hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. While you're over there, go ahead and hit the bell notification to get notified of all the IRL, as we say, in real life races and sim races. Our next race will be on February 11th at Washburn at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. That's this Saturday, February 11th, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. If you are in the area, feel free to come by. Spectating is free. All right. So right now, we have Cyrus with a 5th place. We have yourself number 1 with a 5th place. So first to get 3 5th places, and we go on. All right, pilots, here we go. Race number 3, goggles down, thumbs up. Remember, all these points matter, as these pilots are only mere points behind each other in the total standings. We got right now Broff, Squirkit, Boomer, Cyrus, and yourself number 1 as Boomer overtakes Squirkit. All about not being last. Boomer overtakes the 1st spot. We got Boomer, Squirkit there for a second, but Broff overtakes Squirkit. So we got Boomer, Broff, Squirkit, Cyrus. Oh, Cyrus overtakes Squirkit that time. We got Boomer, Broff, Cyrus, Squirkit, and yourself number 1 as they are working hard. Boomer still keeping the P1 spot. Yourself number 1 having a little bit of fumble up there. Cyrus in the P3 spot, trying to hold it together and staying nice and smooth. Broff overtakes Boomer. Broff in the P1. Boomer P2. Cyrus P3. Yourself number 1 P4, and Squirkit this time in P5. As Squirkit is stuck trying to get out. That's what happens in real drone racing. Broff takes another win this time, followed by Boomer with another 2nd. Yeah, Cyrus only a few gates to go. Cyrus in the P3 spot this time. Self number 1 just having to finish it out. Anything could happen though. But yourself number 1 only has few gates to go. And that puts Squirkit this time in P5. P4 this time goes to yourself number 1. So anything can happen. We have 3 of the pilots already having a last place. It only takes 3. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off, Broff. takes a whole shot. Squirkit overtakes P1 there for a second. But has a little bit of a fumble up, going back. Broth having a little bit of a fumble up, trying to work their way back up. We got Boomer, Squirkit, Boomer in P1, Squirkit P2, Broth now climbing up to P3, followed by Cyrus and yourself, number 1. Sarah coming around. Boomer trying to keep it nice and smooth on lap number 2, Squirkit on lap number 2, Broth on lap number 2, Cyrus on lap number 2, and yourself, number 1 on lap 2. Pilots are within gates off of each other right now. We're still in P1, Broth P2, Squirkit P3, Cyrus P4, and yourself, number 1, P5. Cyrus having a little bit of fumble up there. As we go on with Boomer, trying to keep it nice and smooth. Boomer has a sizable lead as Squirkit takes P2 over Broth right now. Only a few gates. Boomer takes P1 that time. Squirkit takes P2, and right behind is Broth in P3 that time. Followed by Cyrus, P4. And in P5 goes to yourself, number 1. Right now, we have yourself, number 1, with 2 losses. 1 more, and they get knocked out. But if Cyrus or Squirkit or Broth or Boomer get a last place, we go on. So yourself, number 1, with 2 last places. Cyrus and Squirkit with 1 last place, and Broth and Boomer with none. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Squirkit with a whole shot, followed by Broth, Boomer. Oh, they are changing places as they are all together. We got Squirkit, Boomer, Cyrus, Broth this time in 4th, and yourself, number 1, in 5th. Yourself, number 1, is the one to watch, trying to climb their way back to not get a last place. But we have Boomer, Squirkit, Cyrus, Broth, and yourself, number 1. As Boomer, Squirkit, and Cyrus are on lap. Oh, Boomer has a little bit of a fumble up right there. Squirkit takes over for a second, but Boomer comes back. Boomer and Squirkit going back and forth. Boomer in first. Squirkit right there, but maybe a half a gate behind. Followed by Cyrus, Broth. Ooh, Broth overtakes Cyrus. And yourself, number 1, in last place. Boomer. Broth and Squirkit going back and forth. Boomer letting them fight it out between Broth and Squirkit as they finish off with P1 being safe. Broth and P2, Squirkit right behind it, P3. Now it is up to Cyrus. They are quite a ways away, but anything can happen. But Cyrus locks it up, and that will knock out yourself, number 1. And yourself, number 1, will take 5th place overall today. Awesome racing, yourself, number 1. Stick around. We are going to do some more fun stuff afterwards. All right. So, yourself, number 1, being knocked out. That leaves Squirkit, Cyrus, Broth, and Boomer. We'll have our overlays back soon, and this will make it so much easier instead of this noise as I'm trying to type all this stuff in here as we go. Alright, pilots, I'm going to make sure that all of you are good to go flying-wise. I'm going to do a false start. Alright, pilots. Here we go. We have Squirkit, Cyrus, Broth, and Boomer. It's all about not getting last here. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots. Here we go. And we're off. We got Broth with the whole shot, but Broth has a little bit of fumble up. Boomer overtakes. We got Boomer in first. Cyrus there for second and second. We got Boomer, Broth, Squirkit, and Cyrus as they are battling it out. It's all about not being last. Do not be last. Boomer, Broth, Squirkit, and Cyrus as we are still going. All these pilots are on lap number 2. Cyrus not far behind from the rest of the pack. Boomer and Broth right there together. About a gate and a half. Oh, Broth has a little bit of a fumble up, putting about a gate behind. As Squirkit is about a gate and a half, 2 gates behind Broth. And Cyrus about 5 gates behind Squirkit right now. Anything could happen. Anyone can get stuck. Got Boomer, Broth, Squirkit, and Cyrus all on lap 3. Broth flips on their lid. Is it enough? With only a few gates to go, Boomer takes first, Squirkit takes second. Cyrus can still get it, but Broth gets out just in enough time. And full throttles that to not give Cyrus a chance. That was absolutely close. So right now, Cyrus has won last place. All right, pilots. Here we go again. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. We got Broth with the whole shot. Work it. Does a false start, so has to get back into it. We got Broth, Boomer, Cyrus, and Squirkit. Squirkit trying to make their way back up as they are going. Broth still in first. Boomer in second. Cyrus in third. Squirkit in fourth. Squirkit about 5 gates behind Cyrus right now. Trying to catch up, but trying not to push it too much. Because with that race pace, just got to keep it nice and smooth. We got Broth, Boomer, Cyrus, and Squirkit. Cyrus putting a little bit of a gap on Squirkit right now. As we are coming through. Oh, Broth having a little bit of a fumble up. That starts closing the gap even further for Boomer. We got Broth, Boomer, Cyrus, and Squirkit. Broth finishes it off. Taking a first that time. It's all about not finishing last as they are all on their 3rd lap. And Boomer takes second on that. Cyrus takes 3rd that time. And Squirkit that time takes P4. So right now, we have Cyrus with the last place, and we have Squirkit with the last place. Room is unlocked. Take a quick break here as race managing will be eclipsed tonight. However, if you're looking at flying, go to fly.utronsports.org and get you started. Click on the Discord link, send us an email. We are powered by LeagueOS. You can go to leagueos.gg, go to their Discord link, and they'll be able to help you get started if you are looking to create an esports league. or have one going. We are also sponsored by NCAT, the National Center for Autonomous Technologies. Go ahead and lock the room when you are ready. And don't forget, we will be live streaming for a super excited race coming this weekend at Washburn. It'll be February 11th on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Central. Go ahead and tune in, hit that notification button, get notified. All right, pilots. Here we go. Everything's switched over here. As we go up, we got Cyrus with the last place and Squirkit with the last place. It is the first 3 losses. Prof and Boomer right now are in the green as Squirkit and Cyrus are in the red. Here we go, pilots. Squirkit, Cyrus, Prof, and Boomer. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Prof with the whole shot, followed now by Squirkit, Boomer, and Cyrus, as they are all bunched up right now. Prof not far behind Squirkit. Boomer's right in the mix as well. We got Prof, Squirkit, Boomer, and Cyrus. Cyrus only a couple gates behind the rest of the pack. Anything can happen, as you saw. It's all about controlling those nerves. Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. Prof still in first, followed by Squirkit, Boomer in third, and Cyrus. They're coming around. Prof on lap number 3, Squirkit on lap number 3. Here comes Boomer on lap number 3. Cyrus starting to fall behind. Even if Cyrus gets another last place, they are not down and out yet. Prof, you're done. Squirkit, you're done. Boomer, you're done. And Cyrus, you're done. You, Eclipse, you might want to go back and change your settings. Sorry about the silence. Give us just a second here. Remember, they are flying 65mm palm-sized drones. Fly them in high schools and everything else. We are going to go to just a couple minute break real quick as we go through some technical things. Welcome back. I do apologize. Thank you for being patient as we had a few technical issues with Velocidrone. We are back. Everything is good to go. We are going to be rerunning the heat that was just done. So we have Cyrus with one last place and Squirkit still with one last place. The other two pilots, Broth and Boomer, are safe. So we will rerun that, and it is the first pilot to 3 losses will get knocked out. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Broth with the whole shot, followed by Squirkit, Boomer, and Cyrus. Boomer overtaking Broth, but Broth coming back. Boomer and Broth. Oh, Boomer has a little bit of fumble. Broth has a little bit of fumble up. That goes Boomer, Squirkit, Cyrus, and Broth. But Squirkit looking at Boomer right now. They're trying to just solidify their spot so they are not in last place. Not trying to push too hard as Squirkit misses the gate, has to go back. That put Broth in second. We got Boomer, Broth, Squirkit, and Cyrus. Boomer, Broth, and Squirkit are on lap number 3, and here comes Cyrus on lap number 3. You're going around. Squirkit overtakes Broth. Boomer only a few gates. Clinching a first. Boomer gets first. Here comes. Ooh, Squirkit! Oh, Broth overtakes Squirkit just by a hair. So it's Boomer, Broth, and Squirkit. And Cyrus gets a second. Last place. Alright, pilots. We're going to make up a little bit of time here, and we are going to go again. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Cyrus with 2 losses. One more, and they are out. Squirkit with 1 loss, but if Squirkit, Broth, or Boomer gets a loss, we go on. And Broth barely with the whole shot over Squirkit and Cyrus, but Boomer and Squirkit trading spaces. Oh, Boomer moves up to first for a second, but Broth overtakes. We got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit, Cyrus, as they are all bunched up right there. Squirkit just looking at those two right now as they are battling it out. Got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit, and Cyrus not far behind. Cyrus needs to claw their way back up into at least one more position to at least take third. Oh, Squirkit has a little bit of a fumble up, but we got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit, and Cyrus. Boomer only behind about a gate and a half, 2 gates. Squirkit about 3 to 4 gates behind Boomer. And then we have Cyrus starting to fall back after a few fumble ups, but Broth takes first, Boomer second. And Squirkit takes third. We will let Cyrus finish out their last lap. But amazing flying today, Cyrus, as we say good night to Cyrus, taking P4 overall today. Remember, stick around. We're going to do a couple little fun things right at the end. So now it comes down to Squirkit, Broth, and Boomer, as they are pushing themselves, getting faster and faster. Remember, first to 3 losses, then we are down to 2. All right, pilots. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Squirk from the Tiny Turbines. Broth from St. Thomas University. And Boomer from Highland Park. And we're off. Squirk with the whole shot, but Boomer, Boomer, Broth, and Squirkit going back and forth, each taking a little nibble at that first place. Squirkit has a little bit of a fumble up, another fumble up, puts Boomer in first. Broth about a gate behind Boomer right now, followed by Squirkit about 2 gates behind. Anything could happen. Just have to keep their nerves at bay. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. We got Boomer in first, Broth in second, Squirkit in third. This is where things start heating up even more and more, because the next round is the championship round. As we go mano a mano, blade to blade. Broth overtakes Boomer there for a second. Remember, it's all about not getting last place. We got Broth, Boomer, and Squirkit in third. As they are all on lap number 3. Squirkit trying to make up some time right now. But we got Broth taking first that time. We got Boomer in second. And that puts Squirkit into last place that time. Deep breath, pilots. Shake it off. Plenty of time for anything to happen. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. We go live. And we're off. Squirkin with the whole shot. Squirkin first for a second, but Broth overtakes. We Squirkit back in third. We got Broth and Boomer going back and forth. Broth in first, Boomer in second, Squirkit in third. Just do not finish in last place. Broth, Boomer, Squirkit. It's all about being smooth and being fast at the same time. Any little mistake could be detrimental. As we got Broth, Boomer, Squirkit. All Broth and Boomer are on lap number, Broth lap number 3. Now Boomer's on lap number 3. Squirkit's still on lap number 2, having some issues. Squirkit hoping something happens with Broth or Boomer to gain back a little bit of time, but Broth takes first again. We got Boomer in second. And that leaves Squirkit in third. They are only mere points away in the overall standings from each other. And those that show up out of all the pilots who have registered for the race, they will be getting a sizable lead advantage going into race number 4, which will be next week, Wednesday, at 6 p.m. Central. All right. Here we go. We got Squirkit with 2 losses. Broth or Boomer need to take a last place in order for this to go on. If Squirkit gets one more loss, then we will be saying goodnight and moving on. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Broth with the whole shot, followed by Boomer and Squirkit. But Boomer and Squirkit going back and forth, battling it out, not far behind Broth. Boomer is about 3 gates behind Broth right now, about 4 gates now. Squirkit only about a gate and a half behind Boomer. We got Broth, Boomer, and Squirkit. All about not getting last place and keep it nice and smooth. Broth using that recharge gate. Not have any sag. This recharge gate recharges your batteries. not have them in real life, so pilots are trying to take advantage of them in the sim while they can. Broff with another first. Now it's up to Boomer to keep it nice and smooth, as Boomer has a sizable lead, and Boomer does it. Putting Squirkit with another last place, putting Squirkit into P3 overall for the night. As we say good night, but still stick around. Awesome, amazing flying, Squirkit. As we come down to the two friendly rivals of last year. These pilots battled it out all of last year, and it was amazing to see. We have Broff versus Boomer. You can say it's our triple chase, or the first one to 3 losses, as we are doing Pilot of the Hill tonight. Whoever takes this, those 2 extra points will matter. First place gets 50 points, and second place gets 48 points for the night. Alright, pilots, here we go. All comes down to this. Goggles down, thumbs up. Could we go the distance? And we're off with the whole shot, but Boomer right there. Not even a half a gate behind. We got Broff still in first, followed by Boomer. Anything could happen as they are... Oh, Broff has a little bit of fumble up, putting Boomer in first. Now it's Broff to catch up to Boomer, as Boomer's trying to keep it nice and smooth. Coming through, Broff up and over the hurdle. Coming through the solemn, going up the ladder. Boomer's still in first. Only about a gate and a half behind is Broff. Now only a gate. Oh, Broff has a little bit of fumble up, having to come and redo the gate again. Puts Boomer about 3 gates ahead. Anything could happen, and this is only round number 1 of our finals heat. Boomer and Broff. Boomer has a little bit of a sizable lead, and Boomer takes first, putting Broff not far behind in second. All right, here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up, as we go again. And we're off. Broff with the whole shot again. Anything could happen. Boomer takes over first there for a second, but we got Broff and Boomer as they are battling it out. Broff still in first. Only about a gate and a half, 2 gates behind is Boomer. We're having a little bit of issues coming through, put Broff in a sizable lead. Broff coming around. Boomer trying to catch up. Broff is about 20 gates ahead of Boomer right now, after a little bit of a fumble up there. And Broff takes an ace that time. We'll put Boomer with the second. So right now, we have Boomer with an ace, Broff with an ace. First to 3 wins. Anything could happen. Here we go, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. And we're off. Broth with a whole shot again, but Boomer and Broth trading spots. Broth only about a half a gate ahead of Boomer. Anything could happen. Boomer just eyeballing Broth right now as they're coming around the split S. Another split S. Up and over the hurdles. Nice and tight. Boomer and Broth both going through the recharge gate as they come around. Going down the ladder and around. Boomer about a half a gate behind as they're both on lap number 3. Not far ahead. Dylan first. So both go through both the split S's up and over the hurdle as Broth takes another ace. Give these pilots a second here to shake it off. So right now we have Broth with 2 aces, Boomer with an ace. Broth gets another first, we call it a night. Boomer gets an ace, we move on. Could this be going the distance? Here we go, pilots. Take a deep breath. Goggles down. Thumbs up. Here we go. And we're off. Broth with a whole shot again, followed by Boomer. As you saw, anything can happen. Oh, Boomer flips on their lid. Could this be it? Boomer have enough to catch up. Will Broth make a mistake? We're having a few little fumble ups there. Broth about 20 gates ahead. But Boomer's closing the gap. Broth is on lap number 3. Here comes Boomer on lap number 3. Broth just has to keep it nice and smooth to take home the W in this one. With only a few gates to go, as these very fast, smooth pilots battle it out. This is not easy to do. These pilots put in a lot of work. And we have Broth taking home the win tonight over Boomer. That puts Broth in P1 and Boomer in P2 tonight. Awesome, amazing flying pilots. All right. Shake it off. We are going to put away the sheets right now. Clips, go ahead and give me race manager if you don't mind there for a second. As I am going to be changing things up for these pilots. We're going to be doing 2 little fun things. All right, pilots. We are just gonna have a fun little race here. See if this actually works this time, because I forgot to change it. False start, false start. Perfect. All right. Get all the pilots flying. I'm gonna do one warm-up round for all of you, and then we will go. It will be the best out of 3. All right, here is your warm-up round. And we are off for the practice. Right now we got Boomer, Broth, Squirt Kit. Oh, and Eclipse is flying. Guess I never took Eclipse off. Yes, please fly. Have fun with this. I will put you on soon, Cyrus, as we go out. Just to blow off some fun little steam.
You don't have to put me on flying. My radio is in emergency mode, so I can't fly. I'm just here to spectate. But yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This is gonna be first pilot to. We're just doing best of 3. All right, doing 10 laps, best of 3. Now I'm gonna do something that we normally don't do on stream. I'm gonna ask for pilots just to give me a yes or a no, and it does not matter either way. Do you want me to, since you are the ones here and others are missing out, do you want to add some bonus points to this, or just keep it as a fun fly? Just fun fly or bonus points. I got 1 yes for points.
I'm gonna say a no.
No? Okay.
Yes, no.
2 no's, 1 yes.
Undecided.
Boomer? Boomer?
Yes, if you haven't seen it.
Oh. No. Ooh. Okay, so we got 2 and 2 right now.
You're telling me I have to decide?
Guys for it.
I say no.
No on the extra point.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be a lot of points, but I figured just, there were going to be points, kind of like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 type of deal, but I wasn't going to tell you what the real points would have been. All right, let's just do it for fun. Here we go, pilots. We got Boomer, Squirkit, Broth, Eclipse, and yourself number 1. Goggles down, thumbs up. Here we go, pilots. Just for fun. You need to let off some steam sometime and can't always be, go, 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 go. Just like we did at the last IRL event. And we're off right now. We have, ooh, that changed quickly. Squirkit, Broth, Squirkit, Boomer, Broth, Eclipse, Boomer, self number 1. We have Everybody in first, everybody in last right now. You guys, Broth now. Broth, Boomer, Eclipse, Squirkit, and yourself number 1. Squirkit and yourself number 1 on lap number 4. And now lap number 5 as Broth, Eclipse, and Boomer are battling it out. Squirkit and yourself number 1 not far behind. It's a little fun. Even though it's fun, I'm going to commentate on here. Just let off the steam. Got Broth, Boomer, Eclipse, Squirkit, and yourself number 1 coming around. Broth taking the first on that one. Boomer in second. Eclipse in third. Yourself number 1 in fourth, and Squirkit in fifth. Alright, pilots. Here we go. Goggles down. Thumbs up. And we're off. Squirkit takes a whole shot, but Boomer overtakes. Broth and Boomer right there. Yourself number 1 in third. Squirkit in fourth. Eclipse in fifth. Broth, Boomer, Squirkit. Yourself number 1 in fourth, and Eclipse in fifth that time. As we're coming around, they're all on lap number 5 out of 10 laps. Broth, Squirkit, Boomer. Broth, Squirkit, Eclipse, Boomer, and yourself number 1. Squirkit up in P2 now. Boomer in P3. Eclipse in P4. Broth finishes it off. Followed by Boomer in second. Squirkit in third. Eclipse in fourth. And here comes yourself number 1 in fifth. Alright, pilots. One more round. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. And next week, we are going to, afterwards, we're just going to do an actual game. It won't be any racing at the end. It will be an actual game. Squirkit, Broth, Boomer, yourself number 1 and Eclipse. Eclipse and yourself number 1 going back and forth. As Squirkit, Boomer, Broth, Eclipse, they are all just side by side going at it. Oh, it looked like Boomer and yourself number 1, or Eclipse, got fumbled up there. Bring in yourself number 1 in third. So we got Squirkit in first, Broth in second, yourself number 1 in third, Boomer in fourth, and Eclipse in fifth. As we are coming around lap number 9, Squirkit in first, overtakes Broth. Broth and Squirkit on lap number 10. Squirkit only about a... Ooh, Squirkit just overtakes Broth this time. And Boomer overtakes Broth. Yourself number 1 in third, Broth in fourth, and Eclipse in fifth. Awesome, awesome, awesome racing. We are going to be doing, just to let all pilots know, for this Saturday for our team portion of things. I'm not saying what, but we are actually going to be doing some of the games that we did in the fall time. We will be doing them IRL. So stay tuned this Saturday. We will be at Washburn. If you're in the area, come out to Washburn High School. Saturday, February 11th at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If not, you can go ahead and hit the like, follow, and subscribe button. While you're there, just go ahead and click the bell notification to get notified of our in real life, our IRL race coming this Saturday. Next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, will be our next sim race. Once again, we are sponsored by NCAT, the National Center for Autonomous Technologies. We are also powered by League OS. can go to leagueos.gg, find out more information. If you are looking how to fly, you can go to fly.youthdronesports.org. That is FLY dot youthdronesports.org. You can go ahead and click on the Discord link, come in our Discord, very moderated, or you can just send us an email and we'll reach out with more information. Once again, I am your host, Sour Power, with the YDSC, the Youth Drone Sports Championship. In the production booth is Shy Dragon with Dragon's Eye Media, and race managing tonight is Eclipse. Thank you for watching. Tune in this Saturday, and we will see you soon. Have a great night.